Welcome to this episode of In the Wild. I'm Andrew Hunt, and I'm here with Anthony Curtis, and today we are going to discuss the South Point Buffet, which is the only buffet that you can get in Las Vegas right now.
Yeah, Andrew, before the pandemic, there were probably 40 or 45 buffets in Vegas, and they all shut down. And the first one to come back was, well, there were three that came back: Wynn Las Vegas, Cosmopolitan, and South Point. And Wynn and Cosmo are both gone, and it's just South Point now. They're the only ones. Yeah. And it's a big deal because people still want to do buffets. It's an employee-served buffet, so it's different, and we're going to talk about what's different about it. But we got so many people that kind of ask us about buffets and you know what's going on that you and I decided to go try it out for ourselves. So we got some images, and we're going to show people what it's all about. And it's not what you're used to, but it's still pretty good.
All right, well, we're going to run a clip and check it out. So, Anthony, you've eaten at hundreds of buffets over many years here in Vegas. What's different about this buffet at South Point from other things you've seen?
Well, this is the pandemic buffet, right? And, you know, the most it started right from the beginning. Had to make reservations.
This is Natasha speaking. How may I help you?
Yes, hi. I was told that we need to make reservations for the buffet. Is that correct?
Yes, we need reservations for all of our restaurants.
Holy mackerel. I remember once I had to make reservations at the Bellagio, but now South Point is the Bellagio, so that's good. What about 7:30 for 2? Right, sounds great. Thank you very much. See you then.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
All right, so easy. Not that big a deal. Able to get it for 2 tonight. Sound like we're going to a fancy French restaurant. We're going to the South Point buffet. Great. So making reservations from the start was strange. Obviously, when you're inside, when you're going in, and when you're carrying your plate and everything else, you have to wear masks. And you take your mask off here, and they're going to yell at you.
What do you think about the price point, Anthony?
The price point has almost not changed from where it was before the pandemic. What has changed is the availability. They used to have breakfast. There's no breakfast right now. Breakfast is on pause, like the rest of Vegas. Right. Too bad, because breakfast was the best deal there. It came with unlimited Bloody Marys. We had a 2-for-1 coupon for it in our Member Rewards online. It was great. But right now they have lunch, runs 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily. Except weekends. They have dinner that runs from 4 to 8. The price for lunch is $11.95. The price for dinner is $18.95. And then they have a weekend brunch that runs, in the morning till afternoon on Saturday and Sunday, and that one's $17.95. Now, these prices, this is like, buffet strategy 101. These prices are if you have a player's card. Right. So here at South Point, all you got to do is get a player's card. They're free. Show it to them, and you're going to save anywhere from $3 to $3 or $4, per person per meal. Mm-hmm. So that's a good deal right there. Right before the big shutdown of last year, a couple of buffets tried to go to this serving by employees, and right off the bat, me and other people who ate there said, "Oh, this is going to make things a lot different." The main reason is you have to wait. First of all, you've got to wait for somebody to come over to you to serve you. But what really makes it tough is that buffets are all about serving yourself in the proper portions of what exactly you want. Mm-hmm. You want a piece of fish only this big, then you cut it with the knife or the spatula, and you give yourself a small piece of fish. You want, 14 peas, then you take a little spoonful of peas and you do it the way you want. What we're getting here is the employees serving you, and they've got other things to do, and they tend to take a giant scoop and try to, slap it on your plate.
That's right.
And did it happen?
It happened many times. It happened. I got a giant piece of prime rib, which I wasn't complaining about, but it was a giant piece of prime rib. Right. And same thing with pasta. It was just like a big slop of pasta.
And it's not like they're trying to get you to eat more of something or another. They just don't want to fool with it.
Right.
And I mean, I give them a lot of credit too. They're doing their best. And I keep telling each one of them, man, you guys are heroes. You're sitting here, you're serving us the whole thing. Yeah. But you got to be firm with them. I mean, for those that are listening and watching now, you've got to be prepared to go, whoa, no, too much. Hold on. I want half of that. I want a quarter of that.
Yeah. I did find the place to be very safe feeling, very socially distanced, and very clean. There was a lot of hand sanitizer, and I actually had handy wipes brought to the table as well. So I thought that was really great. They were really prepared with that stuff.
Yeah, and that's what they're wanting to do. You know, they want to make sure that it's as clean as possible. They don't want trouble. They don't want anybody getting sick there, right? And then the other thing that was different, one other thing that really struck me, is that the last call was at 8:30. Basically, the buffet ran till 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
We got there at 7:30. At 8 o'clock, they didn't take any more patrons. At 8:30, they were gone.
Yeah.
Everyone was gone.
Yeah.
I mean, I've eaten at hundreds of buffets, and essentially they don't take everything out until just about every person is out of the buffet. At 8:30, it was almost like rats fleeing a ship. They couldn't wait to get out of there.
That's true.
So what does that mean? That just means that you have to be aware of the closing time of the buffet and make sure that you give yourself at least an hour to eat.
That's right.
And if you can't eat it in an hour, then, get your time a little bit earlier. But that one was really stunning to me, to look around and say, the place emptied out in 10 seconds. It was amazing. All right, so let's just talk about some of the things we liked.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go first. Their carving station was good. You love the prime rib.
I did.
I'm not a huge fan of buffet prime rib, but again, that's another one you've got to guide them. I need it more rare. Don't cut it so thickly. Whatever. But they did have. They had pork they were cutting. They had rotisserie chicken they were cutting.
Yeah.
I thought that was good. I really liked their Mexican station. They had like a chili verde that was good. They had enchiladas that were good. In fact, I think
delicious.
If you've got video on this and you're watching, you can see my plate. It's got the chili verde, the enchilada, the rotisserie chicken.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite plates there. They've got the Mongolian grill going, and that's a big deal. And I'm not a big fan of Mongolian grills either, because they kind of fill you up real fast. But a lot of people love them, and that was happening. For dessert, they had gelato.
Yeah.
And pies and things like that, cakes. And then two of the best things I had were the mac and cheese. And there was a cream of cauliflower soup that stole the show.
They also had an Italian station that had all kinds of great Italian food.
They had pizzas, pastas, things like that.
Lots of different types of pizzas.
They had an Asian station working.
Yeah.
So,
I had some egg rolls. I mean, I really piled on a lot of different things onto different plates.
Of course, there were some negatives for me. That I tried the fish. The fish was dry. Like I said, I'm not crazy about the prime rib.
Yeah.
Although I tried yours, it was pretty good.
My fish was a little dry, but there was a fried scallop. They had a whole fried scallop plate that made up for it. So to me, I ate a bunch of fried scallops, and I loved them.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like any other buffet. There's going to be things that are good and things that are bad. It's you go to some buffets and you go, wow, this thing was bottom of the barrel, and this was absolutely not that. This was a good buffet.
Right.
I would go back. And, And the more often you go back, and the more you're aware of the way to do it, and the rules, the easier it is to eat there.
Yeah. Well, all in all, I would say it was an absolute success. It was a great meal, and I would certainly go back myself.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's number 2 on the Las Vegas Advisor Top 10 because it's the only buffet in town. And after sampling it, we're not going to move it one inch. I think it's one of the best deals in Vegas.
Give it a try and let us know what you think.
Yeah, put the comments down. Let us know if we're wrong, or let me know what you think of that cauliflower soup, man. It was a nuts. It was terrific.
Yeah.